Hi there everybody, and welcome to a quick demonstration of the lighting energy calculations as performed in the 204 template in Revit. Much like the fenestration calculations, this is based upon two simple schedules, one for the allowed energy demand and consumption and one for the calculated demand and consumption. If you go to the 204 document, you'll notice that in here you've obviously got your buildings broken up by occupancy class. That's effectively what we need to reference so that we can get hold of our energy variables. In the template, first and foremost, you've got an allowed energy schedule, which if we go to is basically a room schedule. Now you'll notice in this case there is a room that was not placed. Bear in mind, if you place a room and delete it manually from a view, it does not remove it from the project or from the schedules. But fortunately in this case, as you can see, if you've made that kind of a mistake, the area is not actually calculated, so it won't affect your schedules. Only rooms that are correctly placed will actually be calculated. Now in a normal project you'll obviously have a long list of rooms, so it's always a good idea to go to your sorting and grouping in your schedule and switch the itemization off, which allows you to assign a building class globally to all of the rooms instead of one by one. For example, if we select E2, you'll notice that's hospitals, your energy variables get filled in and your calculations are completed. To determine the actual energy demand, you would go to that appropriate schedule, and this looks automatically obviously at lights. You'll see the watt rating of each light is already automatically filled in, comes straight from the fitting. All we would need to do is fill in the amount of usage or the period of usage for these lights. Again, it's a good idea to switch off your itemization, makes life a little easier in terms of inputting your factors. We can simply say, for example, in hospital this would be 7 days a week and 18 hours a day. And as soon as you fill in those variables, the calculations are completed for you. If you've got lights or areas in the building that are used less or more, or have a different occupancy schedule, you could always switch your itemization back on for the individual lights, and then go to any one of them and say, listen, for example, this one's used 7 days a week, but for only 8 hours a day, perhaps a security light or something like that. Once that is inputted, the calculations update real time. You can also, if you need to, go and find the specific lights that you're working with in your project. Mine seem to have disappeared, so we'll get them in a section. There we go. There's a floor standing light. All you would need to do is go into the type properties, and there you can adjust the watt rating of the specific bulb. As soon as you update it over here and you then go back to your schedules, that light obviously gets updated. These come from standard light fittings that are available in Revit, but whenever you create a new one, adding the strength of the bulb is going to be something that happens in every single case. So there in a nutshell is performing the lighting energy calculations inside of Revit. Now if you want to compare the two, you can obviously open both schedules, and then by simply using the window tile tool inside of Revit, you can go and place those two, get rid of that, you can place those two schedules next to each other or underneath one another and compare your actual calculations to the energy, to the allowances that you've got. Thank you very much.